Well, we we are on we are on YouTube wherever you are. We want to say we're here tonight or this morning to to interact on Facebook this morning. We talk on the community engagement. We're unable to reach our Zoom YouTube, and so we are reaching out there. We talk about the importance of partnershiping and networking, and it was a very uh, constructive discussion, and we want to reach out there to our YouTube, to our brothers and sisters who are there, probably. uh, by the way, every Friday our community engagement, this is like a test on YouTube, and we want to say that you know, we talk about the importance of networking. The reason for which we are here is to can try to bring it to this social media when it comes to the YouTube. Uh, we see the networking situation in the world, in Liberia. It's kind of different way people react, different way people connect to people. Networking is very important, and so I want to say to all of us as we begin this particular new era or new season of our different shows on social media, YouTube is going to be one of the most um, actually you prioritize social media we're going to be using. So tonight we want to again have a flashback on this morning, this afternoon at 12 o'clock, our community engagement where we discuss about Slope Sherman from Liberia, from Switzerland. And actually, he was one of the discussants. He and I were discussing about the importance of networking, and um, we talk about partnership. But one of the things that was stressed in that meeting, which is very important and crucial to all of us on the social media and in the world today, is the way we take networking to be, or the way we understand it to be. It might be different, and we might be looking at it a different way. So I'm here to say to you that those of us who listen to the sound of my voice, we've been here on social media. We're talking about our rights and responsibility. Human rights is an entitlement to every individual. It must be protected by law, guaranteed by the state. Now, in our community engagement, reach out to connecting people to people. So we're talking about the fact that we have reached out there, and we've been talking about how we can connect people to people. The fact that people don't understand their role or may not understand in the networking kind of group. Wherever we are, we can network in on social media. You can be someone maybe in the street. You can meet someone right there in around in an entertainment center. You can meet somebody on social media, in the church, in a conference, and then you can start exchanging numbers. You can start talking about have some coffee break. You can go to a conference like the coming conference, the coming program, which I'm going to be talking about next week. I'm going to be on Facebook, and then we're going to be meeting with the regional director of the United States Institute for Diplomacy and Human Rights. And we're going to be sharing the summit coming up, the Disability Summit in Turkey. We're going to be talking more about it, and that is part of networking. And I brainstormed on some of the connection that we had with Dr. Lee McLean, who is the Christian Savior Ministry, the founder here, how we got to know him from Liberia. And we networked, and he came to Liberia, and he had this school called Christian Savior Bible School. As a result of that school, what happens, people got connected and understood the gospel. Now, more than 7 of those people that went to that school, they are pastors and they have churches. And he was one of the channels through the network. He was able to connect even Bishop Charles Bestman. Today, he was ordained as a bishop by the Master Circle Fellowship, which is in Washington D.C. So you see, but it started from networking. Now it went to partnership, to the place where they actually established, have probably a kind of group that was actually registered, that is registered right there in Liberia. So we have this, we have this kind of saying that people, are not cannot be serious, because what happened is that they may not understand, their position. Everyone has a position when it comes to networking. So I'm saying here as a reflection, as a overview of what we did this morning, this afternoon, and we turn now to bring the message here on YouTube to begin to expound our networking on social media, and meeting more people, talking to more people, understanding why we have this the different thing that we do on social media. So I want to say to all of us that those of us who listen to the sound of my voice, again, I'm Reverend Jarvis Bestman. We have this community engagement on Fridays in social media. We have it on Facebook, okay? And then we want to expand it onto other social media, like YouTube, where I am tonight. So it's going to be like this. And I want to say to all of those of us who are listening and who will follow us, I want you to know that besides the Synergy campaign against domestic violence, we have the Sharehold Foundation, we have the United States Institute for Diplomacy and Human Rights, we have all the different institutions that we're going to be partnering with. In other words, on the volunteering aspects, working to change society. Okay, so our most kind of pressing need, or some of the things that we do here, like I said, it intrinsically, in other words, we do it with joy. Okay, and the intrinsic motivation is very important because you feel good doing what you're doing. So I want to say to all of us that, we're coming on YouTube. We are going to be appearing on different social media, with these different programs, from Liberia, connecting pastors to pastor, connecting people to understand what, how can we help each other. And I express something when it comes to why networking. Networking is two parties coming together to help each other. It's not in a negative sense. Well, if anything else come in the negative sense, then that is not a networking. Okay, and I made some emphasis on some network actually went down or broke down only because the objective of being to network is to help each other to build your capacity, to share data, to share information. So if that is lacking, then it means that those people, or whatever group of people gathering together to begin to call themselves network, they miss the purpose of coming together as a network. So we need to understand why network. Okay, that is so broad. If we discuss it, we cannot end it because networking is very important. Okay, so as a result of networking, today I'm here. It is at the result of networking. Okay, at the result of networking, many people travel different places because of networking. So, but what makes it constructive is when people respond constructively. Okay, what makes it destructive? When people respond destructively or with different motives, probably, like I said, it can lead to long-term relationship. You could meet someone in your network. You started with network, you started communicating, but then you find interest in that person, but a part of the network. Okay, so it also probably a kind of negative sense. Part of it is when you find those kind of people in the network, and you might want to have interest in them in long-term relationship when it comes to domestic relationship, and then at the end of the day, if you're not careful, they might be the one to help you. They might want to help you, but probably you might not be interested in the relationship domestically, and it become a serious situation because you are going too far into your networking and in discussing some good potential or help that that person actually want to do, and only because maybe their first interest is to be in relationship with you. It's a good idea, but what if you are not really in for that? So partnershiping should not be a kind of thing that we must profess this intimacy or kind of like, which is not a bad thing. You have a feeling you need to affiliate or express yourself, but this is what happens when it doesn't work. And that person is being the one that is connecting you to other people. They might be the same person, which is not good at all. Okay, to start to make you look bad, and then that kind of networking is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about networking with love, a persistent, the one that is very, very clear and is expressed and for the common good for people to expand knowledge, to help other people, connect other people, and expand their life, change their situation, change community through networking. Okay, then you begin to partner. You cannot just partner with people who you are not network, who you don't know, who you don't build relationship, who you don't understand, who you don't even know about some things that they are doing. Okay, so it starts from conversation, networking, start from communication to the internet, all of things. It becomes a network, and then we come together. Whatever in what other way it can come in many ways: conferences, church meetings, revival. You can have a just come a meeting, coffee break, and you can be connected to somebody you never knew by networking. So network